Welcome back to our first official lesson after our review. We're going to learn a fun new spelling rules today, and we're going to dive in with some of those drills we used last time and practice some spelling and learn some high frequency words. So let's get going. We're going to warm up our brains like always with that phonological awareness. I'm going to say some letters and some sounds. I want you to blend them together and tell me the word. Are you ready? Here we go. T-a-k, tack, s-a-k, sock, d-a-k, dock. Great job. Now I want you to listen to these words and break them apart for me. Are you ready? Let's go. Luck, l-a-k, luck. Good. Back, b-a-k, back. Good. And our next one is pick. Pick. Did you say p-ick? I knew you would get it. Okay. Today we are diving into a brand new skill. We are going to look at this pattern C-K. Did you know that C makes the sound k and K makes the sound k, and together they make the sound k? It's a tricky pattern because we'll never see it at the beginning of a word. We'll always see it at the end of our word. And it's only used when we have a short vowel like a, I, e, a, and a one-syllable word is where we see it spelled the most. So these two letters work together to make one sound, k. Say that with me. C-K, k. Say it again. C-K, k. Awesome. We're going to throw that in with our blending drill today. Before we do that, let's review our letter sounds. Are you ready? Z. Say them with me. P, g, k, f, qu, I, v, n, e, v, a, r, d, m, g, x, m, t, d, a, j, n, p, t, l, b, s, y, w, k. Awesome. And I'm also going to go ahead and add in our CK, which makes the sound what? K at the end of a word with a short closed vowel, okay? Let's start with this word though. Odd. Cod. Very good. Odd. Hod. Awesome. Add. Had. Good. This is the perfect place to stick in that CK. Ack. Hack. Awesome. Ack. Whack. Yak. Yak. Back. Back. It. Bit. Lit. Lit. Limb. Limb. Lum. Tum. Tux. Tux. Awesome. Awesome job blending those words today. You did a great job with that. Now is a great time to pause if you need to get something to write with, because I'm going to call out some sounds and I want you to write them on a whiteboard or in some sand or on a piece of paper. All right, are you ready for our auditory drill? That means you're going to listen to the sounds and write them. Okay, the first sound I want you to write is t. What letter is the sound t? Go ahead and write it on your board. If you wrote T, you're correct. Teat. Awesome. Go ahead and erase your board. Let's get ready for another one. What letter spells the sound N? Did you write N? Yay! Good job. Okay. Now, I'm going to do one that's a little bit tricky here. We're going to split our board into 3 sections because we're going to have 3 ways to write this sound. So I'm going to do a section here, here, and here. You can do the same thing on your paper. The next sound is K. And when I call out this sound, it's a little tricky because there are 3 ways to spell it. We know the pattern that we learned today. I'm going to write it in the last spot. CK spells the sound K. I'm going to write it over here because it's the last one we've learned. The other letters that spell the sound K that we know are C and K. So when I say, tell me the letters that spell the sound K, you can write C, K, and CK, because those all spell the same sound, and our brains need to know that. Awesome job today with your visual, auditory, and blending drills. Now let's get ready for some spelling practice. If you're finding this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and download the companion practice book linked in the description below. Let's keep reading. Today I'm using my popsicle mat. If you printed out these mats, you can use your popsicle too. If not, you can do the same thing on a piece of paper, okay? We're gonna spell some words that have that pattern that we practiced today, which was CK. When we spell with a CK sound, the letters go together in one spot because each of these popsicles is for a sound, not for a letter. So, for example, in the word back, I would tap the sounds B, A, K, and I would write the letters. B is B, A is A, and K is spelled with C-K because it's at the end of a 1-syllable word with a short vowel. So, our word back, B-A-C-K, goes together in one spot. All right? Let's try some. The first word I want you to spell is jock. Jock. Say that word. Jock. Okay, here we go. J, A, K. Now write the letter sounds. What letter spells J? J. What letter spells A? O. What letter spells K? At the end of a 1-syllable word with a short vowel, it is C. K. Good. Let's write it down at the bottom. J-O-C-K, jock. Good job. All right, clear it away or get your paper ready for another word. Let's write the word luck. Say that word. Luck. Tap it. L-U-C-K. What letter spells L? What letter spells U? And what letters spell K at the end of a 1-syllable word with a short vowel? C-K. Good job. All right, rewrite it at the bottom. L-U-C-K. Luck. Great writing. Okay, you're in luck because we have another word. It is sick. Ooh, I hope you're not sick. Say the word sick. Good, let's tap it. ick. What letter spells s? S. What letter spells I? I. And what letters spell k at the end of a one-syllable word with a short vowel? CK. S-I-C-K. Sick. Good. All right, here is our final word, and then I'm going to have you help me write a whole sentence. Your last word to spell is neck. Say that word, neck. Tap it, N-E-K. Awesome. What letter spells N? N. What letter spells E? What letter spells K? Letters, I should say. C-K. Awesome. Rewrite it at the bottom. N-E-C-K. Neck. I'm so proud of you spelling those words with the CK pattern. Remember, we'll always see that pattern at the end of a word and never at the beginning of a word. Let's take some time to write a sentence. We can either write it down here at the bottom. If you have a whiteboard, we can write it on the whiteboard, or if you're using a piece of paper, you can write it on your paper. Our sentence is, I am sick. Say that sentence. I am sick. Let's count how many words there are. I am sick. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 spots. I am sick. And I know I need a period at the end of my sentence, and my sentence always begins with a capital letter. We spell the letter I, the word I, with an uppercase I. Go ahead and write that first word, I. Our next word is am. Let's tap those sounds. There's a nasal A in there. I heard nasal A and M. Good job. And we just spelled this word when we were practicing. Our final word is sick. Let's stretch those sounds. S-I-K. What letter spells S? What letter spells I? What letter spells K? S-I-C-K. And at the end of a sentence, we always need this little dot, which is called a period. Our sentence should look like this. Read it with me. I am sick. Oh, I hope you're not sick. I'm not sick, really, but we just needed to practice a sentence. Okay, before you go, we have 2 high-frequency words to learn. Today, our first word is were. Say this word, were. In this word, E and R are working together to make a spelling pattern that you haven't learned yet. E and R together make the sound We know W is W, and now we know ER is making the sound. But then there's just this extra E on the word that's not doing anything. So we have to memorize it by heart, that this E is not doing anything, okay? So here's what I want you to do. You're gonna stick your arm out like this, looking at the word. I want you to tap it down your arm with me. Watch me first. W-E-R-E, were. Do that with me 3 times. W-E-R-E, were. Again, W-E-R-E, were. Last time, W-E-R-E, were. Great job with the word were. Our next tricky word is your. Say this word, your. Y is making the sound that we know, y. But O-U-R is spelling this weird sound, or, instead of our. So we're going to say y, or. And we have to memorize this. O-U-R sound in our heart is making the sound or. Okay, what's this word? Your. All right, let's tap it down our arm. We're going to spell it together. Ready? Your. Y-O-U-R, your. Again, Y-O-U-R, your. One more time. Y-O-U-R, your. Okay, were, your. Great work today. Don't forget, you can do our extended practice sheet that will have all kind of words with that CK pattern. It'll also have some sentences that you can practice reading that include your and were. Have fun practicing these throughout the week, and I'll see you back for our next lesson. If you found this video helpful in your child's reading journey, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button to make sure you never miss a new video and help other families find videos so they can help their children learn to read. Also, be sure to check out the resources linked below to show me a little love and continue to support your growing reader at home. There's lots of things linked below that you can download or purchase from Amazon that will help your child along their reading journey. Thanks for watching.